Hello, students. I guess you all fine and doing wonderful. Now we'll know how we can learn English within 30 days. 30 days only. And I'm not kidding, I'm telling you from the vast experience in the world of teaching that I've been teaching for the last 20-25 years. And I have trained many people in the language and linguistic skills through very simple methodologies. Today I'm going to share with you some of the best experience methodologies that you have to stick to. In order that you learn an excellent level of English, in today's time, in the 21st century, the signature style of the millennials is speaking English. However, I'm not saying that those who cannot speak English are not good people. Nor am I saying that those who cannot speak English are not intelligent people. Language only is a medium of expressing yourself. But then, when you express yourself to the myriads of types of people, and in India, you look at its cosmopolitan character and the myriad of languages, English looks more important as a language because it is a connect language. I'm sorry when people treat English as a language of snobbery, social authority. That becomes a wrong notion. So today I'm going to talk about some steps, and I guess that these steps, if you follow strictly, will follow you in making an excellent speaker of English, and you can interact with anybody across the world, in our country, anywhere. First thing is that you need to build up your confidence. So the millennials and others, listen to me for 10 to 15 minutes without pause and follow the steps. I bet you will actually make it to an excellent English. I tell you. Let's take 3 real life examples that you have seen. Cooking, swimming, cycling. When you start cooking and try your hand at a new culinary, sometimes what happens, you do not end up making the best of it. Either sometimes you end up burning it up, or sometimes you find that the ingredients have not been given to the taste. Sometimes you find it's either too hard or sometimes too insipid to be devoured. Sometimes you swallow it, but you don't enjoy it. So, cooking involves everything. Cooking is upgraded day by day. Cooking is not learned overnight. Cooking is very, very important skill. Like cooking, what do? You enhance your cooking skill every day. You improve it, you augment it, and then comes time and you find that you are the best cook. And you become a chef. You have to have patience. You have to do practices incessantly, consistently. Second example is that swimming. Suppose you want to learn swimming, you find a very fat book, you read about swimming, And someday you go and dive into a deep river or into the deeper end of a swimming pool. Can you swim? Can you actually swim? No, that can be dangerous. That can be fatal, because by reading out from a book, you cannot learn how to swim. So, what do you do to swim? You actually go to the swimming pool and practice swimming. The third example, cycling. When you start cycling, many a time you fall. Sometimes you get some bruises. Sometimes you get wounded. Sometimes it pains. But you never give it up. You never quit. And those who quit, they never learn cycling. And those who never quit, they end up learning. They become a good cyclist. I hope these three real life examples of cooking, swimming, and cycling have given you some lessons. Continue like cooking. Practice with vigor like you do in swimming, and then don't get scared of your fumbles, your fluctuations, your falls. These fumbles and fluctuations and falls will be there, but gradually you will be overcoming them. So 3 examples I gave you. Now I'll tell you 3 types of people are there, 3 types of English learners, because I remember you will not find these types anywhere in the world. These are my self-research from among the students whom I have taught. I remember in the year 1996, I was teaching, and I asked somebody, there was a boy, I asked him something very easy. I asked him, let me tell you the real example. There was a picture of dog. It was not an Indian dog. It was a different dog, but it was, however, a dog, German Shepherd. I said, what is this? He said, sir, this is a dog. I said, look very closely at the picture. Look very closely at the picture and tell me, what is it? He said, sir, it's a dog. I said, no. Like a very strict teacher. It's not a dog. And the boy got confused. He said, oh, actually, sir, it must be some other animal. It's not a dog. A dog is a dog. The 3 types of people. First type knows that it knows. First type of learners know that they know. This is a dog. Yes, I know. This is a dog. And this is not a lion. This is not a tiger. This is not a cat. Because this is a dog and I know it. That's a self-confidence. You must carry your confidence with you every moment. The other type, first type, remember, the first type says that students who know that they know. Second type says the students who know that they don't know. Second category, it knows that it does know. Second category, if you ask, what is this? It will say, the second category will say, sorry sir, I don't know. Very candid, very clear. They will not beat about the bush. They will not try to confuse you. First 2 categories are clear. First one is in the positive. Second one, unfortunately, in the negative. But they are very clear in there. Their consensus are very clear. They have no any misgivings, whether the dog is a dog or dog is a cat, a lion. Now the third category is that I talked about third category does not know whether it knows not. Third category, the learners of the third category do not know whether they know something or they don't know something. Like, as I told you, you take a picture of dog and show it to the learner of the third category and ask, what is this? They'll say, sir, it's a dog. No. Think properly. Think again. Look clearly and tell me what is it. Then they can, oh, sir, it might be a tiger. Maybe, perhaps. No, not tiger. Think again. Oh, lion. See, I'm giving you very simple lemon-like examples, but there are bigger situations as well in life. So if in such situations, when somebody is confused and every moment changing his or her stand, these are called third category of students who create or who find every situation for themselves, rather create every situation for themselves, like a catch-22 situation in which they don't understand which one is correct and which one is wrong. First, I told you 3 examples, real life examples. Then I told you 3 types of learners, 3 categories of learners. Now I'll tell you 3 things to do. For you, 3 things to do. It's very important, it's very crucial. Listen intently. First thing is that tell yourself that you know it already. You know what already? You know English already. Come on, you are living in 21st century and simply there is no denying the fact that you know English. And I cannot believe, even if you tell me, sir, I'm sorry, I don't know English, I'll not believe. Why? Because I can tell you examples. If I ask you, what is this? You will say, this is a pen. I'm sure you will say, this is a pen. You know English. And what is this? This is a cap. Is the pen and the cap same color? You'll say, yes, sir. The pen and caps are same color. What is this? You'll say, so this is a comb. I'll say, do we need comb to comb our hair or to write later? You'll say, to comb our hair. This much English, you know. So first step tells you that you tell yourself that you know it already. And believe you me, you actually know it already. So second step, then first step should not be like a dead end for yourself. That I know it already, that's fine, thank you very much, good night, good night. Not like that. After the first step, there is a second step for you, and a second step tells you that you should tell yourself, well, I know it already, but I need to know a little more. Second step tells you, I need to know a little more. Why? Because I'm giving you a very simple example. You can express, you know, even a layman, anybody, a rickshaw puller down there in the south, they can communicate in English. And the professors in Delhi University or Oxford University, they also communicate English. The substandard English spoken by a rickshaw puller is pardonable because he's not a professor. But he cannot simply take an excuse in the example of the rickshaw puller that if he can speak wrong English and if people can still understand, what's the problem if we all speak wrong English? Dear, as I told you, this is up to you. What kind of impression you want to leave on people. But however, if you at all need to draft letters, if you want to write articles, if you want to do anything, any communication in writing, then your language has to be correct. So the second step tells you that you need to tell yourself, you need to learn a little more. And when you tell yourself you need to learn a little more, I tell you, you will be learning and learning. This little more will be something like, I want it more. And you will actually love it. If you want it more, you will love it more. The third step tells you that, tell yourself that we learn every day and there is no dead end. We learn every day. There is no Sunday for learning. There is no holiday for learning. Because on Sunday, probably you learn differently, but you learn even more. You learn to cook, you learn to be with family, you learn to be with your friends, you learn to watch movies, you learn to Netflix and chill, you learn to rekindle your taste for the coffee of a choice, probably a black coffee that you might like. By the way, I venture from black coffee myself every morning. When there is no dead end for learning, that means you're gonna do wonderful jobs in life, and I'm sure. So I'm giving you 3 things to do. I'm giving you 3 real examples. I'm giving you 3 categories of students. Now I'm giving you 3 steps. And those 3 steps are actually the best steps. Please listen and follow. First step, listen to others and speak. On radio, that is on a mobile. On TV, that again on a mobile. On YouTube, on a mobile. And the people around you, in your society, the friends, the real life friends, your professors, your teachers, your mentors, your parents, your uncles, your aunts, if anybody who talks in the language, you listen to them. You listen to them and then speak to yourself. Suppose somebody tells, why do you laugh? And somebody else says, what makes you laugh? You have listened to 2 different speakers. One said, why do you laugh? And just example, not for you, why are you laughing? Suppose somebody says, why do you laugh? And somebody says, what makes you laugh? And the meaning is the same. क्यों हंसते हो भाई? Meaning is the same. Now you have learned 2 different expressions for the same meaning. Then you speak to yourself. What makes me laugh? Hey, what makes you laugh? Hey, what makes you laugh? Hey, what makes you cry? What makes the world cry? What makes the millennials go crazy about Netflix? What makes the elderly people go crazy about the old movies and old songs? What makes this? What makes that? What makes this happen? What makes that happen? Lots and lots of examples. Dear, once you create your own example, I tell you, your own example, you will be learning it. I have lots and lots and lots of such examples which I created myself in my life? Well, by the way, let me tell you, I belong to a place where nobody spoke English. My parents, my brothers, my sisters, my cousins, my friends, my relatives, nobody ever spoke English, and unfortunately, not even most of my teachers spoke English in the class. But I had a dream, not that I'll be speaking English alone, dream that whatever I do, I learn many languages, and English must be the next language which I learn. And that's how I learn other languages as well. That's irrelevant here. Next point is speak to yourself and listen. Come home, speak to yourself and listen. As I gave an example, you create your own example. Suppose suppose I'm giving you a word, ineffable. For example, I'm taking a difficult word for you, ineffable, or erudition, another difficult word, or catastrophic. Now you find somebody, ineffable means somebody who's kind of the very best of his type in his field, ineffable, whose example is very rare to come across. You say, oh, my elder brother is really an ineffable man. You associate the word with him. Actually, if he has the same qualities, like tall means tall. If somebody is really tall in a family, you can associate the word easily, and that word can come back whenever you use in context. Tall, then you understand, oh, tall, my brother is tall. Tall means that. Likewise, catastrophic. Suppose you have some experience which was really bad, or somebody did something which harmed you. This is a very catastrophic experience. This man has a very catastrophic attitude. Like that, erudition. Somebody who is highly educated, learned. You say, my uncle is a man of erudition, highly educated. So if you associate words with people, sentences, what makes you laugh? My brother said, what makes you laugh? And you learned it. You will be learning it. Speak to others and listen to yourself. Next one is go outside. Speak to many people as you could, and then listen to yourself. Come home and just rewind everything, what you said today. Don't review it. Oh my God, I made so many mistakes. I'm sorry, I should not be speaking in public. I'm such a poor guy. I'm such a poor speaker. Nothing like that. The left hand is left, the right hand is right. Call spade, spade. Can't call spade an X, and vice versa. If you had made mistakes, when you come home and listen to yourself, then you will be probably correcting your mistakes. In any case, if you want to learn English, I mean spoken English, and if you don't want to speak English, there is no guru on this blue planet that can teach you. Only one person can teach you best, and that person is you yourself. You have lots of gurus online. You can always contact me through your comments. You can always ask me any problem in terms of English language, whatsoever. I'll try to get back to you. In the meantime, make it a point that you are carrying your confidence with yourself. Start speaking. You will learn it. English is connect language. Let's connect with the world at large. Thank you very much for watching this video. I guess that you will like it, and you will also share with your friends and colleagues.